Have you ever had a moment where everything felt familiar? A word, a smell, a stranger's face. And deep down, you feel it, not just déjà vu, but a chilling certainty you've lived this day before. This is the time loop theory, and it might explain more about your life than you want to believe. Why do some people wake up knowing what will happen next? Not in dreams, but in moments. Specific conversations. An accident that doesn't happen. And a choice you swear you already made. Time, as we know it, might not be linear. Some theorists believe we're trapped in loops. Miniature replays of days we've already lived, again and again. But who presses reset? We call them Mandela effects. But what if they are not misremembered history? What if they are fractures from previous loops bleeding into this one? Berenstein or Berenstein? A missing movie? A changed logo? What if reality shifts because we've lived other versions of it? What if memory is the only thing that can escape the loop? From Japan to Argentina, there are thousands of reports. Clocks freezing at the exact same time, only to resume minutes later. People losing track of hours in seconds. Watch hands spinning backwards during intense déjà vu. Is it coincidence? Or evidence that time resets are real? What happens in the moment between seconds? They call themselves repeaters. People who claim they've lived the same day, not twice, but hundreds of times. Some suffer. Others take notes. They've identified the rules. The fixed points. They say each loop ends the moment you change the wrong thing. But change too much, and the loop starts over. In 2023, a CERN experiment recorded an unexplained result. Particles returned to an earlier state. It shouldn't have happened. But it did. Some physicists whispered it. We had a time bounce. A real-world echo of what sci-fi warned us about. Was that the first proof that time isn't moving forward? At 3:17 a.m. in several time zones, something eerie happens. Brainwave data spikes. More people report waking in panic. And in smart homes, devices freeze, then reboot. A whistleblower from a major tech firm leaked it. Between 3:17 and 3:19, the system resets. Which system? They refuse to say. Some emotions arrive with no warning. Crippling fear. Sudden joy. A deep sorrow. Could they be signals, memories from previous loops surfacing? Psychologists dismissed it until a study in 2024 showed participants identifying images they had never seen, but felt familiar. The brain remembers the loop, even when we don't. Why would a loop exist? Some believe it's a correction system, restarting a day until the right choice is made. Others say it's punishment, a karmic cycle for those who fail to evolve. And then, there are the darkest theories. That this isn't life. It's a simulation test. And we haven't passed yet. Is there a way out? Monks. Astronauts. Isolated prisoners. They describe something similar. A moment of code clarity, a visual or emotional trigger. That snaps the loop and breaks time open. It's not meditation. Not silence. It's awareness. Pure, sharp, terrifying awareness. That this isn't your first time here. Right now, reading these words, how familiar does this feel? Have you watched this video before? Or will you, again? The time loop theory doesn't ask you to believe. It asks you to observe. Next time you feel it, Stop. Look around. And ask yourself the only question that matters. What happens if this is the last loop? If this video made you pause, maybe it wasn't the first time you've seen it. Maybe it won't be the last. Subscribe to Cold Frame, because some mysteries only make sense in rewind. And when the loop resets again, we'll be right here, waiting.